Namaskar, I'm Shriyanka and you're watching Top Stories with Mobile News 24/7, where you get the biggest news highlights in India and across the world. Let's have a look on the headlines. India's envoy to Palestine, Mukul Arya, found dead in embassy. Palestine government orders probe. Chitra Ramakrishna arrested by CBI in NSE co-location scam. BSF foiled yet another smuggling bid from Pakistani side, shoots down parked drone. Dornier catches fire while landing in Kanpur. Seoul to end transactions with Russia's central bank. TikTok suspends uploads of new content in Russia. Israel detects first polio case since 1989. Spanish para badminton international 2 Pramod Bhagat clinches 3 gold medals. Virat Kohli joins the trend, does Allu Arjun's signature step from Pushpa on field. Mandira Vedi reveals she got stared down by a lot of cricketers. Indian women's pistol team strike gold. Jhund director Nagraj Manjule wins strong praise from Ritesh Deshmukh. Gangubai Kathiawadi inching closer to Rs 100 crore by third weekend. Now bringing you the details. India's representative to Ramallah, Mukul Arya, an IFS officer of the 2008 batch, was found dead inside the embassy premises in the Palestinian city of Ramallah on Sunday. External Affairs Minister S.J. Shankar expressed shock at the young diplomat's passing away. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas and Prime Minister Dr. Mohammed Ibrahim Sateh have ordered an immediate probe into the cause of death. Arya had presented his credentials to President Mahmoud Abbas on June 16 last year. He was earlier the second secretary of Indian Embassy in Kabul. He had served at the permanent delegation of India to UNESCO in Paris and also at the Indian Embassy in Moscow. Former National Stock Exchange MD and CEO Chitra Ramakrishna has been arrested by the Central Investigation Bureau in the alleged case of market manipulation and grave corporate lapses. A CBI official said that Ramakrishna was arrested late Sunday evening in Delhi. She would be produced before a local court on Monday. Ramakrishna's arrest was imminent as a special CBI court had rejected her anticipatory bail plea on Saturday, saying she could influence the investigation and tamper with the evidence. The former NSE boss has been under lens for allegedly sharing sensitive market information about the exchange with a yogi who investigators claim that was none other than her own advisor and then group operating officer Anand Subramaniam. Subramaniam had been arrested late last month by the CBI as the investigating agency tightened the noose around the key accused in the high-profile NSE co-location case. The so-called co-location case came to light in 2015 when a whistleblower alleged that some NSE members were benefiting from advance information by putting servers in the data center of exchange in collusion with some officials. BSF foiled yet another smuggling bid from Pakistani side by shooting down a quadcopter in Punjab's Firozpur sector early Monday and recovered approximately 4.17 kgs of contraband. At about 2:55 am, forward deployed troops heard humming sound of suspicious flying object coming from Pakistan side to the Indian side in Firozpur sector, BSF informed. Immediately, all were alerted and troops fired at the flying object and also illuminated the area by firing para bombs. Resultantly, the drone was shot down, BSF said later, and attached green-colored bag containing 4 packets in yellow wrapping and 1 small packet in black color wrapping. The gross weight of the contraband items is approximately 4.17 kgs, BSF said. The flying object was identified as a quadcopter make DJI Matrix 300 RTX, the BSF informed. A major tragedy was averted after a Coast Guard Dornier 228 aircraft which took off from Chennai skidded off the runway during touchdown at the Chakeri airport rammed into a concrete structure and burst into flames. The crew, including IAF personnel who were scheduled to visit the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited facility in Kanpur, managed to get out of the craft in time. Nobody was injured, said official sources. Chakeri Airport Director B.K. Jha said the cause of the accident is being ascertained. Jha said the Dornier's left engine developed a snag and the aircraft veered off the runway and halted after collision with a concrete structure near the tarmac. The incident took place 2 days ago but came to light after a video went viral on Sunday. In the visuals, the IAF personnel can be seen hurriedly disembarking and rushing towards the cockpit side to rescue the trapped crew. South Korea is joining the additional Western sanctions targeting Russia's financial sector and will be severing transactions with the Bank of Russia, the South Korean Ministry of Foreign Affairs said on Monday. The full list of restrictions will be announced after consultations with all the relevant South Korean departments, the ministry specified. Last Monday, the South Korean Foreign Ministry said that Seoul had decided to join international sanctions and ban the export of strategic materials to Russia amid the situation in Ukraine. TikTok announced on suspending live streaming and uploading new content from Russian users over the country's new law aimed to stop the spread of misinformation. On Friday, Russian President Vladimir Putin signed a federal law criminalizing the spread of misinformation about the Russian armed forces, the defamation as well as calls for sanctions against Russia. TikTok is an outlet for creativity and entertainment that can provide a source of relief and human connection during a time of war when people are facing immense tragedy and isolation. However, our highest priority is the safety of our employees and our users, and in light of Russia's new fake law, we have no choice but to suspend live streaming and new content to our video service in Russia while we review the safety implications of this law, TikTok said in a statement. The Israeli Ministry of Health has said it has detected polio infection in a 4-year child in Jerusalem. This is the first case of polio detected in Israel since 1989, Xinhua news agency reported, citing the Israeli media. The child was not vaccinated as part of the routine vaccinations that children receive in Israel, the ministry said in a statement. The source of the disease in this case is a strain of polio virus that has changed and can cause disease in those who are not vaccinated, the statement added. Following the infection, the ministry called for adherence to routine vaccinations at the recommended times and completion of vaccinations for those who have not yet done so. The ministry's regional health administration in Jerusalem has begun an epidemiological investigation and will contact people who were close to the child for specific guidance. Ace para-athlete Pramod Bhagat has brought laurels for Odisha and India as a whole by clinching 3 gold medals at Spanish Para-Badminton International 2. Pramod Bhagat clinched the glorious hat-trick, winning gold medals in men's singles, doubles and mixed doubles event at the tournament held at Victoria of Spain. While Manoj Sarkar was his teammate in the men's doubles, kohli was his mixed doubles partner. Rohit Sharma led Team India on Saturday gave a guard of honor to maverick batter Virat Kohli in the batter's 100th test. It has been nearly 3 months since Allu Arjun and Rashmika Mandanna starred Pushpa, the Rise release, but Pushpa's fever doesn't seem to be over yet. After Ravindra Jadeja, David Warner and Suresh Raina, former India captain Virat Kohli has joined the list on Sunday. On its 3rd day, while playing a test match against Sri Lanka in Mohali, Kohli suddenly mimicked the iconic Pushpa gesture on the field. In an attempt to amuse the crowd in the stadium, the batter followed Allu Arjun's signature step from the film, rubbing the back of his hand on his chin while looking into the camera. And it did not come as a surprise when the video of Kohli performing Pushpa's iconic move went viral on various social media platforms. Apart from her career as an actress, Mandira Vedi has also made a mark as one of the most successful television presenters at cricket tournaments. The actress, who appeared as an anchor for ICC Cricket World Cup in 2003 and 2007, the Champions Trophies in 2004 and 2006, and the IPL Season 2, has now recalled how she was stared down by a lot of cricketers. Opening up about how there were times that she felt out of place, Mandira in a recent interview said, "I got stared down by a lot of the cricketers. Like, what's she even asking? Why is she even asking that? They answered whatever they wanted to answer, nothing connected to my question, and that can be very, very intimidating, but I kind of was assured by the channel that backed me and chose me from 150 to 200 women." That is also opened up about how the players and panelists took a long time to accept her in the world of cricket. Indian women's 25-meter pistol team of Rhythm Sangwan, Olympian Rahi Sarnobat and Isha Singh clinched the gold medal at the ongoing ISSF Shooting World Cup on Sunday. India defeated Singapore team consisting of Zhu Hongtae, Sun Zi Teo, Ling Chiao Nicole 17-13 in the closely contested gold medal match. Chinese Taipei won the bronze medal by edging out Japan after coming from behind in an exciting match. In the first qualification stage, India finished second with 872 points behind Singapore, who scored 881 points to qualify for the second stage. Indian team finished on top with 441 points in the second stage qualification, followed by Singapore with 441 points and secured a spot in the end match. Moreover, Indian team of Akhil Shioran and Shriyanka Sarangi bagged a bronze medal in 50-meter rifle 3 positions mixed team even after beating Rebecca Koech and Gunnar Trumpler of Austria. India has so far won 5 medals, including 3 golds, 1 silver and a bronze, and is placed second in the medal table behind Norway, who has won 6 medals. Actor Ritesh Deshmukh has urged audiences to go and watch Jhund, Marathi director Nagraj Manjule's first Hindi venture, and has gushed over Amitabh Bachchan's role in the film. Deshmukh in tweets has termed Nagraj Manjule as the bestest director in the country, as the film makes people think of 2 Indias divided by a compound wall. Jhund has been inspired by Vijay Barse, a social worker from Nagpur whose non-profit organization Slum Soccer trains disadvantaged youngsters in football. Vijay Barse said in a tweet, "Thank you Nagraj Manjule, Amitabh Bachchan and Marathi film industry for mainstreaming Baba Saheb Ambedkar in commercial Hindi movie released in movie theatre." Nagraj Manjule's Jhund takes Amitabh Bachchan to the slum and treats characters for the slum like movie stars. The film follows a story of a bunch of slum children in Nagpur and how a retired sports teacher puts a football in their hands instead of whitener they sniff or the cheap alcohol they drink to escape their struggles in life, which boils down to their caste. One line in the film is very telling, where Amitabh Bachchan tells a judge, "No matter how much talent they have, they can't reach you. There is just too large a wall." Gangubai Kathiawadi has been facing some stiff competition lately with The Batman and June being out. But the movie has surprisingly managed to dominate the attendance records as Gangubai Kathiawadi shows itself going on an upward trend and is so far shown to be the first choice of all moviegoers, followed by The Batman and June. The movie had also locked horns with 2 southern giants, namely Valimaya and Bhimla Nayak, and while all have performed extremely well at the box office, Gangubai Kathiawadi has been already declared the winner of this race of box office collection. Having already grossed 100 crore INR worldwide, the movie managed to collect over 39 crores INR in its first week. The movie has so far done the best in the state of Maharashtra, collecting over 7.75 crore INR and has domestically crossed the 80 crore INR landmark and will soon approach the 90 crore INR landmark. The film has especially gained great attraction from female audiences, with some exhibitions of the movie comprising 70% of women. This healthy trend of Gangubai Kathiawadi guarantees 100 crore INR gross by its third weekend. For Sanjay Leela Bhansali and his crew, the movie is a gamble that has paid off with even greater returns than their expectations.